Hello friends, welcome back to a new video on AB coins. The 1971 two-pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a significant piece in British numismatics. To understand its full history and geographic context, we must look at the socio-political backdrop of the time, the coin's design, the history of currency reform in the United Kingdom, and how it evolved over time. The two-pence coin, introduced in 1971, was part of the United Kingdom's currency decimalization. Prior to this, the British currency system operated on the pounds, shillings, and pence (LSD) system, where 1 pound was subdivided into 20 shillings (S), and each shilling was further divided into 12 pennies (D), making 240 pennies in a pound. However, by the mid-20th century, the complexities of the old system became cumbersome for daily transactions. To simplify the system and align it with other decimal-based systems in Europe and globally, the UK government decided to decimalize the currency. This led to the adoption of a new system in 1971, where the pound was divided into 100 new pence, symbol P. The decimal day itself occurred on February 15, 1971, when the UK moved from the old system to the decimal system. The introduction of the two-pence, 2p coin was part of this reform, representing 1/200th of a pound. The coin was issued alongside the 1 penny coin, 1p, and the 5 pence, 5p coin, marking the start of a new era for British currency. The design of the two-pence coin, like all British coins in circulation at the time, featured an image of Queen Elizabeth II. The design was created by the British artist Arnold Machin. Obverse, front. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which was based on a photographic likeness by Dorothy Wilding, one of the most famous royal portrait photographers. This portrait of Queen Elizabeth II was used for various British coins from 1953 until 1978. The inscription around the edge reads, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The portrait shows a young Queen Elizabeth II with her hair tied back, wearing the diadem crown. Reverse, back. The reverse of the coin depicts a stylized image of a rose, thistle, shamrock, and leek, representing the 4 constituent countries of the United Kingdom: England, rose; Scotland, thistle; Ireland, shamrock; and Wales, leek. This design was created by Christopher Ironside, who was a prominent artist and designer of British coins in the mid-20th century. The inscription reads 2 pence at the top, along with the year of mintage, 1971, at the bottom. The 4 emblems represent unity in the United Kingdom, as they are associated with the heraldic symbols of the 4 nations. 3. Coin specifications. The specifications for the 1971 two-pence coin were: diameter 25.91 millimeters, weight 7.12 grams, composition bronze 95.5% copper, 3% tin, 1% zinc, edge plain, no reading. In 1971, the United Kingdom was undergoing significant political, social, and economic changes. The economic challenges of the post-war era had resulted in significant currency reform, and the decision to decimalize the currency was largely driven by the need for simplicity in an increasingly globalized economy. Brexit context. While the 1971 two-pence coin was issued long before the concept of Brexit became a part of political discourse, it represents an era of the United Kingdom's closer alignment with Europe, especially in its economic and financial systems. The UK was a member of the European Economic Community, EEC, having joined in 1973, 2 years after the decimalization of currency, and the country was keen on modernizing its financial systems to facilitate international trade. Political landscape. In 1971, the UK was under the leadership of Prime Minister Edward Heath, who was a member of the Conservative Party. The country was also dealing with issues such as the Northern Ireland conflict, ongoing labor strikes, and economic problems, such as inflation and unemployment. 4. Changes to the two-pence coin design. While the 1971 two-pence coin remained largely unchanged in terms of design for many years, there were gradual alterations. In 1982, the Royal Mint introduced a new version of the two-pence coin with a smaller diameter and lighter weight. This change was part of an overall strategy to reduce the cost of minting coins, as rising metal prices were making it increasingly expensive to produce coins. The new design, 1982, The reverse design of the 2-pence coin was retained in the 1982 redesign, though the size was reduced. This smaller coin was still used alongside the original, larger coins in circulation until the original larger coins were withdrawn. Recent updates: the 2-pence coin continues to be in circulation today, though its purchasing power has diminished significantly due to inflation. The 1971 coin, however, is now largely a collector's item, as it marks the beginning of decimal currency in the UK. The 1971 2-pence coin is often sought after by collectors of British coins, particularly those interested in the decimalization of British currency. While the coin itself is not particularly rare, since it was produced in large quantities, its historical significance makes it a valuable piece for collectors. Condition and grading. Like all coins, the value of the 1971 2-pence coin depends largely on its condition. Coins are graded based on their appearance, with higher grades, such as uncirculated or proof, commanding higher prices. Coins in pristine condition, free from wear and corrosion, can fetch higher values on the collector's market. While 1971 2-pence coins are still relatively common, coins with particular minting errors or those in special circumstances, such as limited mintage, are typically more valuable. In general, however, 2-pence coins from the 1970s, including 1971, are still inexpensive unless in near-perfect condition. The 1971 2-pence coin is more than just a small unit of currency. It symbolizes a pivotal moment in British history: the decimalization of the currency. It also reflects the political and economic environment of the United Kingdom during the early 1970s, a period of change and modernization. While it is no longer used as frequently in day-to-day transactions, the coin remains an important artifact in the history of British numismatics and continues to hold interest among collectors.